Have you ever looked at your bank account and felt like you were managing a collapsing empire? The bills are piling up, the rent is late, and you're just one emergency away from a financial grenade going off in your life. We tell ourselves, if I just get that one big win, this time it'll be different. But history has a funny way of rhyming. Today, we're going to talk about the greatest bankruptcy in history, the Roman Empire. It didn't just fall to barbarians, it committed financial suicide. And if you aren't careful, you're following the exact same blueprint. To understand the end, you have to look at the beginning. Rome wasn't founded by gods. It was an asylum city, a refuge for runaway slaves, and most importantly, debt dodgers. It was a city built by people who couldn't pay their bills. Because they knew the pain of debt, early leaders like Julius Caesar became legends by doing the one thing everyone loved. He canceled debts and lowered taxes. He gave out free grain so the poor wouldn't starve. It felt like a fairy tale where everyone was winning. But success creates blind optimism. By the time of Augustus, Rome created a professional army. Every soldier got regular pay and a guaranteed retirement package. This was predictability at its finest, but it was also insanely expensive. This is where the one-decision trap happens. In the 1970s, investors thought companies like McDonald's or Polaroid were bulletproof. You just buy them and never sell. Rome thought the same about its expansion. They were priced like gravity didn't affect them. But when you have a permanent, massive expense and your income starts to shake, that's when the dominoes fall. The final blow wasn't a sword, it was a lost paycheck. Rome lost North Africa, the place where they got their grain and money. The math became brutally simple. Lose taxes, lose soldiers. Lose soldiers? Yeah, good luck. When the money dried up, the one-decision empire turned into a financial obituary. They faced hyperinflation that destroyed the economy. It wasn't an epic final battle. It was just emperor fatigue and a bankrupt system. This brings us to you. Why does this rhyme with your life? Think about the story of a veteran who was struggling. He took easy money from a criminal just once to pay his daughter's tuition bill. He told himself it was a one-time thing. He thought he was in control. That is the first mistake. When we act out of desperation, whether we are an emperor or a regular person, we stop making choices and start building cages. We ignore the P/E ratios of our own lives, hoping that this time it's different. So how do you avoid the Roman ruin? Kill the bulletproof myth. No stock, no job, and no strategy is untouchable. Always have a plan B. Watch the permanent expenses. Rome fell because its fixed costs outpaced its taxes. Don't let your lifestyle pensions bankrupt your future. Don't wait for the sack. Rome didn't fully recover for 8 years after its bubble popped. If you see the shadows of concentration in your finances, move now. You don't have to be a debt dodger anymore. History is a goldmine of lessons, if you're willing to stop repeating the mistakes. Your empire doesn't have to fall. Build it on a foundation of reality, not fairy tales. If this helped you see your finances differently, hit that subscribe button. Let's make sure your history is one worth writing. See you in the next one.